Let's talk about this question here. And if you have not read this problem, please stop the video and read. Now that you're back, I've been given an equation that represents the cost that it would be in order to buy a certain amount of DVDs. It wants to know, is it discrete or continuous? Well, it is discrete because I'm talking about DVDs, okay? Apparently they must be on sale because the more DVDs I buy, the cheaper it gets, but hey, that's the way it is. Maybe the store is liquidating or something like that, I don't know. Nonetheless, the first problem should read, if the maximum spent on the DVDs is $23. Okay, so I will correct that and upload the proper worksheet. What's the domain? So if the maximum spent on the DVDs is $23, what's the domain? Well, that's easy. I've given you the money, so plug that into the M spot. How do I know where the M spot is? There's the equation, so put it here. So M equals 50 minus 9D. Put in 23. Now, subtract 50 on both sides to make that cancel, okay? That gives us negative 27. Bring down your negative 9. And then divide by negative 9 on both sides, and you get 3. So, how many DVDs did you buy? 3 DVDs. Good. Now we look at the next one. If the maximum amount of DVDs bought is $3, so the maximum amount of DVDs is 3, what's the domain? Oh, that should say what's the range, so let's put a range there. What is the range? Well, put 3 in the X spot because we know that for this problem, domains would be X. How do we know that? It says D DVDs. This is in the X spot. M is in the Y spot. So 9 times 3 is 27. Then do 50 minus 27 and you get 23. No. The same number, so that works out just the way I needed it to. Thank goodness for that. Let's move on. Now we're going to read number 9. And this is what I do. I call her Miss A. Why? Because she's going to earn X dollars every month. Yes. Alicia is earning X dollars every month. Now, every month, $700 is spent on rent. Oh, boy. And she spends 1/3 of the remaining money on groceries. Now, this seems hard, but I promise you it's not. What you have to see is that it says 1/3 of. That means you have to say 1/3 times. Times what? The remaining money. What remaining money? Well, every month, $700 is what? Spent. But what we don't know is how much she earns every month. So that means you have to say, I don't know how much you earn, but I know I have to take $700 from it. How do you represent this problem where the fraction is not in front? Well, you write it where it's under both terms, which means the 1 is still there, it's just hidden, it's understood, we don't write it. That means the answer is D. Number 10, let's talk about transformations, and guess what? We're done. So I noticed that f of x has a slope of 2. Let's check. Select 2 points, go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2.